Love one.
First blood goes to Duda, who says he's like a good red wine. The older he gets, the better he gets.
1-all.
It's so true. I mean, Benedikt Duda is a relatively late bloomer in table tennis. Someone who was on the fringes of the German team but kept in the picture because of his hard work and determination. Now the highest ranked German and someone who could be going into the top 5 quite soon.
Oh, just catches the edge of the table. Acknowledged by the German, of course, there. Let's talk about the fans a little bit here. Listen to them. I've just been down there, as you know, for that first semi-final. Spoke to Lin Sedong, and you look at these guys in yellow. They all took a neutral and supported that neutral, and there was a lot of support for Simon Gauzy just now. But right now, this is a sea of yellow, and they're all supporting one man. So, will Benedikt Duda handle it? I suspect, yes, he will.
Well, let's just say this. He was not shaken in the Foz do Iguazu Star Contender final against Ugo Calderano, and the only people representing Germany there was Duda and his coach.
So a stadium full of Brazilian fans going crazy for Calderano.
Absolutely. No one there supporting the German, and he took Calderano to 7. Obviously, he's beaten him 4-0 here.
Jorg Roskopf looking on there impassively. Big part of this run for Duda this week as well.
Yeah, legendary coach, former World Cup champion.
2-5.
What was Duda's win? Incredible win against Calderano based on? How did he win that so convincingly?
I think he is a kind of guy who meticulously obsesses over the fine details in the serve-receive game. And for a big guy, he is so agile. Good on both wings.
5-3.
Does really well at gauging the distance he needs to be from the table. A real powerhouse.
But of course, he's up against the maverick quality, the chop blocks, the talent, the flair, and the sheer aggression that he's channeled this week makes Moregard very dangerous.
Makes him incredibly dangerous. He's a real maverick. He's a real box of tricks, Truls Moregard. But can he bring the Viking spirit here against Benedikt Duda?
Listen to him. He's done this, and he's done it so well. If you listen to some of the public statements that Truls has made as well, he's talked about the Swedish fans being the best in the world. He's talked about making this his house.
Yeah.
He's harnessed everything he can.
He certainly has, John. Oh, beautiful construction from Moregard. Oh!
Duda's defiance turns into an absolute peach of a winner.
He channeled his inner Timo ball with that outrageous backhand there. Moregard with some really crafty wrong-footing backhands. Unbelievable balance from Duda to recenter himself before taking on that unthinkable shot. But to add to what you said earlier, Moregard has such fond memories here in Malmö. It was just 2 years ago where he made history for Sweden at the European Team Championships, beating Timo Boll in that match to win it for Sweden for the first time in 21 years. This really is his playground.
Yeah, and when they did meet earlier this year, WTT champions in China, it was a straight games win for Moregard.
Oh, what a shot.
8-5.
Well, when you've got flair, we saw Gauzy doing this, a net cord doesn't faze them at all. They'll pick it up from anywhere.
Yeah, took it on from below the table with loads of side spin there. It's a little bit of a forehand chop block, if you will. This is why so many people compare him to Jan-Ove Waldner, who is a real maverick himself and, of course, a Swedish Grand Slam champion. Someone who will have inspired Moregard, no doubt, and basically every Swedish table tennis player.
Just misses. There's already a quality to this. It's absolutely fizzing along in this one here. Dare we dream that it's going to be anything like the first semi-final, because it's shaping up well, this.
Well, everybody had goosebumps there in that last match. Who will face the unshakable world number one?
with a cry, a yell, a statement. He has a 2-point advantage in the first, Moregard.
Look at that. 2 punches, a backhand counter and another punch.
You see the kids around this arena. One day someone will say, when did you fall in love with table tennis? I think I know what they're going to say. And the hero who they've come to see now has 3 game points in the first.
Oh, great improv.
11-7. 1 love.
So I'm never going to ask you to draw early conclusions. It's 1 game at the start of potentially 7. Who looks as if they're up to speed already?
I think the scoreboard can be quite misleading, and even though Truls Moregard has got the better start, I don't yet think we've seen Duda in full flow. Good start here from the 9th seed.
1-2.
It's interesting. I think a lot of fans expected us to have a repeat of the World Cup final, Linchadong versus Calderano. But here, one of these two looking to make history. I mean, there is a reason why the only European to have reached a Grand Smash is a German, Patrick Franziska. And, you know, the German team, so thorough.
We see this a lot from Truls. Something happens, there's always that animated, disbelieving look. But back to the impassive German, a very different approach, isn't it?
Yeah, he gets his head down. You don't get the sense that Duda is really interested in making the highlight reel.
He's lucky enough to catch up with him a couple of times earlier on today. His preparations have been methodical. He slept when he needed to, fueled up when he needed to.
3-2.
But this is now something different, because you can prepare all you want, but this atmosphere, this occasion, and also the prize that's at stake here, they've already got further, these players, than they ever have before on this stage. But a chance to make a Grand Smash final, there's going to be some butterflies.
And we know that Truls is a vice-world champion, vice-Olympic champion. He's probably the favourite to get to this final, going off his history-making performances in the last 5 years. But could one of these two gentlemen go one step further? Because he was so close to guaranteeing a European winner in that last semi. 3-2, 9-6.
Oops. He comes back over the table to Duda. Yeah, incredible. Had his chances. Looked as if he had Lun Shadong down and out at 3-1.
5-3.
But that reminded us how special this sport can be when played over 7 in particular. There's always a way back.
There's that punch again into the transition zone of Benedikt Duda. Good peripheral vision from Moregard.
5-3.
Yeah.
5-4.
Moregard is a master of constantly disturbing the rhythm of the opponent. It must feel horrible to play against him. Yes, we see so many rallies, so many highlight reels where Moregard is involved, but he's someone who knows how to jam you up. He treats it more like a game than a sport, Moregard.
Oh, that's beautiful. And he's got game, this guy. That little shuffle step to the right, and then just an extension.
Yeah, absolutely love that from Moregard. An unparalleled parallel, whistles down the line.
And now, having fought back, he takes a slender lead as well, leading by 1 in this semi-final.
Nice Chiquita from Moregard, something different, but Duda unfazed.
Oh, wow. Now, this is when he's almost unstoppable.
Seems to be in a little bit of a flow state. Little bunny hop backhand from Moregard, and he keeps the bat high, takes it at the peak of the bounce, changing the direction of play constantly.
He just sees pictures in his head. He sees angles and is able to pick them, as he did there.
Seems to be able to manifest whatever he's visualizing at times, the Swede.
But Duda needed that,
7-6.
no matter how he got it. He has to somehow just hang with this guy, stay with him. Because Moregard's a mercurial player, has the capacity to pick up quick points, but also to lose quick points.
Yeah, and we'll see that any optimism will remain guarded here. Oh, nice chop block from Moregard. But I do think that Moregard will feel like it's quite hard to get under the skin of Benedikt Duda. I don't think you'll see any early celebrations if he goes, say, 9-6 up in a game that would seal him the win.
He's smart. He's compared with last time, he was making so much noise from the get-go in an attempt to really intimidate his opponent. As you can see here, quietly going about the business, because he knows it won't work on Duda.
Absolutely right. And look at that for a forehand flick. Yep. Flash banged.
6 of the last 8 points.
8
To the player who's just had a little bit of an awkward tumble there. We saw Gauzy go down earlier on. It was a sensible move from Gauzy because he might have hurt himself otherwise. That was a little bit more awkward for Truls.
Trying to lunge so much that his left foot collided with his right. Reverse pendulum from Duda. Oh, raw power. And I was very impressed that he was able to return the Moregard punch, because there's a deadening effect to the punch. You can hear the solid contact. Basically no topspin on it. Duda adjusting his posture brilliantly throughout that rally.
That was a battle for control of the table. But once again, he's so persistent. He was into the elbow then of Duda, always asking questions. Now, the extra factor comes into play. We're getting towards the end of this game. The crowd is getting very, very noisy.
And unlike many, many players, even unlike many top players, Moregard loves being under pressure.
Oh, wow. To produce that under pressure, yeah, I hear you. Inside out, on the paint, and it sets up a game point.
Let 10-9.
Little football skill there as well, nicely done. Little kick up. And the celebration, fingers raised. Everyone in support of Truls Moregard.
Long one.
This is a very important game now. If Duda can take this to win a game and change it to 2-1, it could completely change the complexion of this semi-final.
1-0.
But look at that, absolutely chiseling the ball, Truls Moregard, with that scyther of a chop block. A man who has really popularised this cyber-shaped racket, started using it just before the World Championships in 2021. And goodness me, what an unbelievable campaign for him there in Houston. He's done it again. Oh, in and out. That was a dance, wasn't it, John?
Beautifully choreographed from on high above that one. He is turning it on here. And those even higher in the seats here, well, they've got the best view of a spectacular player. Look at that.
He knows exactly when not to attack. And that shows that he's so mature as a player as well. An attacker, yes, but not an out-and-out attacker. Bit of a hybrid player in some sense, Moregard.
Duda has to somehow hang in here.
But he's so good at that, isn't it? He's so hard to bury.
3-2.
But you do get the feeling that if Moregard really puts the foot down now,
Yeah,
it might be too much even for the towering German.
I think so. I think Moregard's got that X factor. He can make it a constant guessing game. But that said, he doesn't want to become predictably unpredictable. He's got to be selective as to when he does choose to play his more showcase shots.
It's a great point. We've seen a pragmatism from him here. He's done what he's needed to do, much in the way that Simon Gauzy did. He reined in some of his more eccentric ways. He played a pragmatic style of table tennis that nearly carried him to the final.
The tough thing about that chop block is that it's not so obvious how much backspin's actually on it. Sometimes it's fairly floaty. So the opponent ends up thinking there's backspin and overlifting the ball.
Of course, the real advantage Truls Moregard has now is the fact that he's got 2 games in the bank. 2 of them in his pocket. It gives him far more options, and maybe that's why now we hear timeout called.
I think so. And sometimes he just makes it look like he's got so much time on the ball, Moregard.
5-4.
Big break for the big German.
It's not actually within Benedikt Duda's nature to play with so much creativity. I'd say he's got great feeling, but obviously Moregard a genius when it comes to that.
What he's done really well is he's mixed up his pragmatism with these kind of shots that just get the crowd going. And it's a smart play if you can put one away.
Using the serve as an attack there.
5-6.
Duda playing it into the middle.
Yeah, as instructed.
Yep. Playing it into that right pocket of Truls Moregard.
Looking to get on the forehand then, but it's Moregard who came up with the answer.
I'd say that Truls Moregard actually has an underrated level of power. Look at these forehands. There's a violence to his game at times.
Aren't these fans loving it? Fans of all generations united in their support of their hero.
7-6.
Crafty shot from Benedikt Duda. He manages to nullify the spin on the serve. Actually deadens the ball. Ooh, bit of fortune. He needs that Duda.
He's had it 3 times since the timeout. He'll take anything he can get. What he's also got to do as we get towards the business end of this game is not let it slip away as the last one did. These Swedish fans are amazing. They were a little bit quieter early on in the week, and they have just got louder and louder as this has gone on.
Well, through him, they dare to dream.
He's bringing the heat, and Duda just can't live with it at the moment. It's a 2-point lead at a critical stage, not just of the game, but the match.
He's possessed by his ambition here, Truls Moregard, and sometimes, with respect to talents, their focus can sway. Oh, he top edges the forehand there. Apologises to Benedikt Duda.
But it was coming, wasn't it? Duda knew that he was owed 1 or 2 or even maybe 3, and a little bit of fortune there with the contact, and it sets him up now for a 3 games to love lead because he has 3 game points.
Great serve. Duda's hated it. Duda has absolutely hated this long fast serve to backhand.
Long one.
Truls takes a long, lingering look at his opponent. Duda doesn't give much away, but he must be under so much pressure.
Moregard here just aura-farming with some of the shots that he's playing. He'll ride the wave of the fans.
Oh.
That was a nasty shot.
2-1.
And of course, he'll try and pull out chop blocks and all sorts of things because he knows he's been hitting beautiful winners all night long.
Oh, what an amazing shot. How on earth did he do that? You know, this is one of the amazing things about Moregard as well. He can touch a long push. Not many have the hands to do that jump.
Sublime talent on show here. Whether in defense or attack, he's not put a foot wrong, Truls Moregard, and he's turning this now into something very, very special.
And well, he wants to send a statement to Lin Chidong, the world #1. He wants to batter Duda, get through to the final, get a good night's rest, and strike any chords of concern that he can.
4-2.
And I don't want to take anything away from Simon Gauzy, because he is one of the magicians of the modern era. But Moregard isn't one to lose in those positions where he gets in front. Thinking about it, I can't recall ever seeing Moregard bottle a lead.
5-2.
And when he's got the Viking thunderclap behind him, as we heard there, yeah, you're right. His record tells us he's great in deciders. He's a great front runner when it comes to the end of matches. But right now, he's racing
5-2
to a potential victory here. Ooh.
3-5.
Again, Duda just needs anything he can get.
He's just been left, Duda, to feed off the scraps. He must be hoping for a drop in focus here, because there's no stopping Moregard otherwise. He's a runaway train.
He's made life so uncomfortable for the German here. And that's been a feature of this match. It's not about the winners. It's about what he's done to negate Duda.
Absolutely.
7-3.
And then he gets that one off the end of the table. So it's all adding up now, potentially, to an early finish.
Off the bounce. Oh, that's not coming back, is it? A chop smash from Moregard. And he flexes his muscles there. I'm sure we'll see the Hercules if he gets through this one.
In a match like this, the result is all that matters, but he's turning it into a spectacle too. Because this now feels like the finishing straight for Truls Moregard, who has led all the way, who is stretching away every single shot he plays. He's won 13 of the last 16. He's looking to finish in style here. But Duda's not going to give him anything. He won't roll over.
Let's just say this, it's been a solid outing from the German men here at the Europe Smash, but I think that their fun will end here.
Yeah, it saw his great friend and teammate Dang Cho have a great run, but come unstuck fairly substantially. And it now looks as if the same fate is going to befall another of Jörg Roskov's players here. Done so well this week.
Stop it, Truls. Oh, well played, Duda.
9-6.
He's done well here. A couple of points go his way.
Timeout.
And time for a timeout, just to build the drama and sense of occasion even more.
6-10.
If you could choose a way to set up 4 match points, that would probably be right up there.
Yeah, that was a Mona Lisa masterpiece of a put away there from Moregard.
Moregard magic in Malmo.